And again, Dog versus Andy. So I wonder if we're going to see them yelling at each other from across the hall.
Five,
four,
three,
two,
one.
Tetris! Let's go. Andy versus Dog, brother versus brother. And again, just kind of a little bit of a late start from Dog, but obviously it's not going to matter. He's going to keep playing through here.
Yep, and this is brother versus brother part 2. Last year it was the grand finals in top 2, but because of the way the brackets lined up, it's going to be a semifinal match.
Yeah, that is a great question. Who is the who are the parents rooting for here?
A lot of times, you have brothers. I'd be against my brother, and we just wanted one of us to get through. So
yeah, absolutely.
Them do their best.
Yeah, absolutely. No matter who makes it into the grand finals, the parents, like I said, shout outs to them, and they couldn't be more proud. Back to back, 2 years in a row, getting into top 4, and frankly, probably could have been able to get top 2 again if the brackets hadn't fallen this way. So.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the winner of this is going to have to go against the roller. So, kind of like a final boss, or going, against a new play style.
Mm-hmm. It seems appropriate. It seems appropriate to have it go that way, to have rolling be one of the last, to be the last opponent for, what might be the last if we see these players hyper tapping. I mean, if Joseph said that he's done with hyper tapping,
Yeah. I mean, am I really seeing in 2021 the end of the tapping era? What?
Right? Didn't it just start?
What happened to Das?
Uh-oh.
That is a massive Vitz. Like that, you could drive a moving truck into that Vitz there. But it looks like you're going to have to burn it off from the top.
How is he going to go through this? This is kind of a really awkward situation. Again, not going to be something that he's going to top out from, potentially. Again, like I said, I don't want a commentator curse anybody, but look at this. Nicely done. Nice
turn.
That was so
perfect opening. So clean. There you go.
Beautiful, and still at a 76% Tetris rate. And, just to reiterate, Andy going up 2 games to 0 last year, and it looked like the older brother was going to take it, but then Dog
reverse sweeping in dramatic fashion.
So that's definitely something that's going to be on Andy's mind. He knows that no lead is going to be big enough against his brother. But again, how many times do you feel like that these two have played each other, we don't even know,
behind the doors of their household, it could be an infinite number of times. They have great competition. I always like to say that you can always play Tetris Effect Connected and get a great AI opponent, but these two brothers get to be each other's AI opponent whenever they need to, as long as they're willing. So that's a great thing to have.
Yeah, and just these beautiful burns by Dog. It's just, it's I always say that Tetris is a game of people with OCD, but because when you see someone clean out a playfield just perfectly, it feels so good.
So we are neck and neck here in line 80 territory. This is what you want to see in the brother versus brother match, even if it's a semifinal.
All right. So, I mean, we've definitely seen some, awkward situations for Dog, at the beginning. But despite all that, he's in the lead now in terms of Tetris rate. He's got an 81%. He's gotten himself all the way there. Oh, boy.
Dog reacting to just a slight misdrop. I mean, if long bars come, it's not even going to matter.
Right.
I guess he's going to have to stack on top of it and dig a bit.
Yeah, not looking pretty here. Especially because the pieces are just not coming up with what he needs. Oh, this is
a bit of a mess.
One misdrop causing this mess here. Very frustrating. And so you can kind of, say goodbye to that clean Tetris rate that he had. It's going to take him a little bit to burn through this, but
Yep, setting up the tuck there, still trying to maximize efficiency.
Yeah. Again, not going to be a problem of cleaning through this. It's just irritating to have to do this, especially when your brothers, both of you now on this big old drought. But now Andy kind of in an odd situation because of that drought as well. It's still going. There's a 40-piece drought again. How many 40-piece? We've seen a bunch of 40-piece droughts, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been pretty brutal this year. Andy getting cleaned up. Not much of a problem. Maintaining a very good, is that 66% Tetris rate? About to hit transition with this next Tetris.
Yeah, and now Dog back to a
transition.
Both players at a clean play field, and now this is where the hyper tapping starts to shine. Beautiful burn by Andy. Yep. So
Dog
good.
Going into transition with the Tetris. 500,000.
Yeah. You can see right now 61% to a 68%, virtually neck and neck. And it's because they're both hyper tappers here, it's very different than what we were seeing in the Huff versus Joseph match, right, where it was clear that Joseph keeping up wasn't going to be a strong enough of a lead. But in this situation here, staying close and staying within firing range is going to be very important. Woo.
Yeah. Okay, so Andy up now by almost 100,000 points. Dog getting a Tetris, batting it back just a bit, but Andy not letting up one bit.
Yeah, 69% Tetris rate right now for Andy. Dog sitting at 65, so very close.
Okay, Dog taking a triple there. But from, what I've seen in competition, Dog really excels post-transition, post-19. So we'll see him kind of buttoning up his game, maybe even getting that Tetris rate higher as we get into the 20 levels.
Whew. Just stacking everything over there on that left side.
Okay, so now Andy having to do some burns. So Dog now with a cleaner playfield, ready to score. Could come back here. Boom, Tetris for Dog, and it's begun. Dog just one Tetris away from catching
look
up.
Look at that dirty Tetris from Andy.
Yeah. Andy not letting up. Able to maximize those lines. Boom, Tetris for Dog. Yeah, and boom, Tetris for Andy. Wow, Dog with that
tuck. That was crazy.
Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Dude, it is
neck and neck.
Neck and neck. 67% versus 67%.
Wow. Here we go. And this is what we wanted to see. Dog is getting unleashed here. Getting that higher percentage of Tetrises post 19. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Oh man, some interesting
fast tucking right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful play right there from Dog. Andy having to do some cleaning right now. Needs that J piece, finally gets it. Now he needs to figure out a way to get into that gap there in column number 9. Very awkward situation. Gets over there, but he keeps having to cover it. Finally gets through and boom, Tetris.
Boom, Tetris for Andy.
Yeah, beautiful burn and clean play right there, and perfectly timed
Both
J
players
piece.
on the verge of maxing out. Here on level 28, so kill screens are also coming. Boom, Tetris for Andy, max out.
Again, max outs are, he missed. Andy was trying to get that tuck in the last second, he missed it.
Boom, Tetris for Dog, max out. Okay, both on the kill screen now. Andy topping out first, and Dog is gonna take the first round.
Yeah, that one tuck from Andy, he just needed to get that, I think it was the Z piece tucked in there. He missed it and ended up blocking his Tetris well, and that was the difference in that match, was that single tuck that he needed to get in there.
So yeah, I mean, seeing Dog play a little bit of post 29, if he's the one to go on in the bracket, that's what he's going to need to go against Huff, as we saw previously.
There you go, Dog taking the first game here. Again, different than what we saw last year. It took a while for Dog to kind of recover and get everything together, and was able to reverse 3-0 after going down 0-2. Maybe this is Andy's strat. Maybe he wants to go down 2. Maybe he'll have Dog right where he wants him.
Look at that score, right? That's those are not scores to be ashamed of whatsoever. They both put each other 2 kill screen max outs. So that's what you want to see here. Semifinals.
It's crazy because 2 kill screen max outs, and it almost feels like it's expected. It almost feels like it's normal, and it's so crazy because obviously it's unprecedented from any other year. But again, maybe
the norm. Yep,
norm. Yeah.
Welcome to 2021.
Yeah. Right.
And I guess a preview for 2022.
Here we go.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Tetris.
Tetris.
Little different takes on the start, just very slight differences. But Andy now set up for a Tetris. Boom, Tetris, and now set up for a Tetris is Dog as well.
Yep, starting off, we'll see, who doesn't use the long bar for a Tetris first. I guess it's going to be Andy, but he uses the next one, so no problem.
Exactly.
Or is there still, 0-point differential?
So again, playing across the hall from each other's siblings, first and second place from last year, going up against each other here. Once again, Dog taking it last year, and Andy here trying to maybe get revenge. Could he have tucked that in there? I'm not even sure. But he's going to give
for a delayed tuck, I guess.
Yeah, and some really unfortunate art.
Andy missing the delayed tuck. He's gonna need a long bar. He gets it. Gets it over. Boom! Tetris for Andy. Almost precarious there.
I mean, he's still not out of this yet. He's still not out of this yet.
And
perfect. Okay, there we go.
Reacting to his situation or Andy's, but Andy getting that tuck finally. Actually got it later on, which is hilarious.
And now he can actually set himself up for a row 2 Tetris.
Yep. It's all part of the plan. And there it is.
There it is. Nicely done.
For Andy. Economizing those lines. Dog set up for Tetris now. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Okay, and now set up for another Tetris. Boom, Tetris for Andy, and he's going to burn through there. Perfect. And that L piece is exactly what he needed. And now he's set up, once again, neutral playfield. Just needs to fill up that column number 9, but usually that's the least of the concerns. Very easy to do single line burns and such to get that set up. He's ready for another Tetris. And boom, Tetris for Andy. That's going to drop him down to about a 62%, but Dog is at 57% as well.
Yep. This is a close game. I think I already said neck and neck too many times, so.
But that's tradition. That's the tradition. Neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Ooh. Andy was just about to block that at the last second, said, oh, the eye piece, and was able to shift it over. Micro adjustment. Again, a couple of micro adjustments here, trying to figure out, it's going to fill that up instead of, there it is. There's the tuck that he's looking for, and he's Tetris ready again. Dog trying to get Tetris ready as well. Should be able to do, yes, he's ready to get that Tetris now.
Yep,
and
boom. Tetris for Dog.
Yep. Now Andy's set up again for the Tetris, and he's gotten himself up all the way to a 73%. Look at how aggressive. He could have played for a burn
really high.
Yeah.
Nope. Got to economize every line.
Really still good. Not burning. Oh, my.
Content to set up those tucks. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward tuck.
Nice spin.
Where is he going with this?
Oh, that's man. Where he's going. He spin. Boom, Tetris for Andy. What masterful movement. Wow.
What gap? I didn't see a gap, did you? Taking care of it like it just didn't exist.
Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Oh, Not quite there yet. Set up for the Tetris. There we go. That T-piece will give it to him. Meanwhile, Dog looking comfortable here. Both of them have gotten themselves to above 70%. Again, we say it with me here, neck and neck. Between these
two brothers. And just past the 100 line mark.
Yeah, for both players here. Boom. Tetris for both the brothers. And boom, Tetris for Dog.
Yep, it's raining Tetris. And it's raining Andes and Dogs.
Nice.
Boom, Tetris for Dog. Okay. Andy moving that piece at the last second. Wow.
Yeah. Dog here.
Mind games there. With delayed turns. Wow.
Yeah, and Dog, oh, that was so nice. What a setup by Dog. I was about to say he had kind of an awkward playing field, but then that tuck that he set up for the upside down L piece was genius.
Yeah, actually, we're seeing a lot of unorthodox moves from both Dog and Andy here. What a show.
Again, this is a repeat of the grand finals from last year. This time going to be the semifinals here between these two brothers, these two siblings. And a transition now for Andy.
Mm-hmm. Nice clean board and ready to score already.
Yeah, but has to do a little bit of cleaning here. Needs, oh, that was perfect for Andy. And we have a transition for Dog now.
Tetris for Andy and Dog. Boom, Tetris for Dog. Here we go.
Uh-oh, a misdrop right there by Dog. Again, going to be able to clean through there. Again, Tetris rate is the concern.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, beautiful clean. He's looking for that eyepiece. Where's the eyepiece? Gonna stop waiting for it. It seemed like it was taking way too long for it to show up. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Dog looking to just clear back down, trying to avoid any dependencies. And it's clean again.
Yep. Still has a couple of these and not truly clean until he can get these JLI dependencies out of the way. Look at this. There. Where's the eyepiece? Yeah, there you go. Beautiful triple. And a triple again.
So yeah, Dog having to burn there. Andy now with some holes in the stack. So even though Andy had the lead, it could even out just a bit. Okay, yeah, Dog finally clean.
Both of them going through some of these eyepiece droughts. And again, oh no, what? Oh gosh, a bunch of misdrops.
Forming a new religion in that stack there. And yeah, it's gonna have to dig.
Oh,
tuck.
Whoa.
Oh no. And that's gonna be a misdrop. And Andy's gonna take that one, so we're 1-1.
There you go. So Andy off of that misdrop, and this is the thing about classic NES Tetris, right? One misdrop translates into the potential for just disaster, you know, because you put one. It's so much about the game is knowing what the top layer of your landscape is going to look like. And even for the best Tetris players, when you get the misdrop, you have to shift your brain so fast into what the new landscape looks like, not what your predicted mental image of the landscape is anymore. And so that can cause the next piece and then the piece after that just to fall out of place. And that's kind of what happened to Dog right there. He misdropped one and then that just spiraled out of control. Yeah,
sometimes the best players are going to be the ones who can kind of predict what to do after their misdrop, but that wasn't recoverable. And Dog wasn't able to get that back. Okay, round 3. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Tetris! All right, here we go. Game number 3, tied 1-1 between the brothers. Yep, starting out with some very clean play here, as expected.
Boom, simul Tetris, starting out. But yeah, we're definitely seeing more emotional reaction from Dog, and Andy is kind of like the Stone Cold Terminator here in this matchup.
But what a rough start right now from Andy. Again, same pieces, but completely different complexion in terms of what their boards look like. Oh God, there was a couple of last second adjustments right there from Andy to give himself such a beautiful board. Boom, Tetris, simul Tetris for both of the brothers. And you can see though how much that kind of is gonna start Andy a little bit behind. He's got the 4%, but not, like I said, you see how quickly the percentages skyrocket this early on in the bracket, this early on in the game, I should say.
Yeah.
And there we go. Simul Tetris again.
Tetris.
Yeah, at the exact same line.
Yeah. They're dropping at the same rate, so when the long bar comes, if they're set up, it's going to be a simul Tetris.
Boom, Tetris for both again. As long as they're both set up, we're definitely going to be seeing some simul Tetrises here. But again, a situation here where Andy just did not have the right pieces to be able to get through this. Yeah, it has to keep trying to create overhangs, but then it has to end up blocking the overhangs.
Yeah.
Ooh. T-piece? Oh no, that was so nice.
Yep. Good solve there.
And now, but he's so busy trying to clean through these.
Yeah, having to not use those long bars to score.
Yeah, he did not want to block that one column, so he moved the pieces a little further to the side than he wanted to.
Yeah, it's looking real type B Swiss cheese in there.
Yeah.
Okay, he's almost out of it though. As long as he can do these burns without covering the hole in the process.
Yeah, getting some good RNG now. Okay, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Just needs to grab some pieces over there onto the right side. Nice split burn.
Nice. 2 long bars and he's out.
Yep,
and
there it is.
Ready.
So he's out, but look, he's
at the lead of Dog now.
Yeah, 40% Tetris rate. What he needs to rely on, you know, we've talked about this a lot, rely on Dog perhaps running into a couple of missed drops. Even if it doesn't take him out, if it forces him into a clean situation like Andy just had to go through, definitely something that no worries, guys. We're getting through here. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, set that up there by throwing the eyepiece over there. Very nice.
Needs the long bar really badly. Okay, he covered it up. He's gonna have to do some burns. He's high up.
He got the line bar just a little too late. He needs another line. Where's the line? And he's not.
Man, didn't use the J to open that up. Okay, he gets it. Boom! Dirty Tetris. Who survives that, but needs to dig back down, back into safety. Wow.
Okay.
Nice survival skill by Andy there, but yeah, the lead by Dog. Now almost 200,000 points.
Yeah, the lead starting to become an insurmountable level here. Like you said, 200,000 points. It's hard to rely on Dog, you know, having any bad bills or misdrops or unfortunate situations. So this is going to be a hard one for Andy here. He's going to be putting a lot of pressure on himself to play as aggressive as possible.
Props to Andy for even surviving that high of a dig. That was extremely close to a tap out situation, able to survive long enough to get the long bar, because sometimes people give up before that, but Andy didn't and manages to survive to this. So the outcome's not known yet, but you know, Andy's alive and can still score.
One of the things that you'll see these players at this, you see how aggressive that he has to play. But one of the things that you'll see a lot of these players do at this level is like they'll even not rotate the piece right away when it's coming into the screen, just so they can last second rotate it based off of what appears in the next block. It's crazy to watch them do that.
Yeah, that's the next level of play is kind of being able to make the last second adjustment. Ooh, Andy with the high transition, but manages to yeah.
But again, 41% to 79%, essentially half as efficient as his brother right now. So we have a situation where Dog is in great position. He actually can't, oh God, what a bird. He can actually play safe. We've talked about so much how playing safe is not an option. I feel like he can actually play safe at this point.
Yeah, we'll see if Andy turns on the heat here, because he's going to need to and maintain all the aggression he's capable of. And kind of want to use the higher scores that the Tetrises give you on these levels to try to make up the difference. Nice T-spin by Andy.
Yeah, you saw Dog right there, willing to go for the triple. Just like I said, to keep the play field safe. So definitely not going for anything too crazy. He now needs an L piece to tuck in there. Not going to wait any longer for that. Beautiful dig, beautiful burns by Dog. He's playing very, very patient, but his Tetris rate is dropping now. Uh-oh.
Andy having to cover the well and do some burns. But
look at this
back open again.
30-piece drought. Oh, brutal. And you can see right now his Tetris rate dropping a little bit, but never mind. Here we go. Still at max out pace, still at 65%. So staved off that dangerous situation. Again, back to playing safe, but back to playing just efficient Tetris.
Yeah, the score in terms of numbers has the gap has closed a bit between Dog and Andy, but Dog is still behind by almost 10 lines at some times. So the lead is a true lead. Maybe a bit more than what you see there. Okay.
Yeah, you can see Andy playing aggressive there. He actually set himself up a reliance on another J piece. And oh my goodness,
for Andy. Nice setup.
Yeah, getting that dirty row 2 Tetris. Beautifully done.
Excellent.
Up to 51%. However, Dog still running smooth here. And yeah, you see him just go for the doubles, go for the easy burns, keep himself safe. Boom, Tetris for Dog, 68% still.
And yeah, Dog, a Tetris and a little bit more will get him a max out. Wait for the long bar, taking the double. Boom, Tetris for Dog, max out on level 27. Andy now on level 28. Will probably max. Oh, hitting kill screen there on level 29. So Andy gets the Tetris on the kill screen and had the lead for a moment. So post kill screen play will have to do it for Andy here. If he can survive.
I don't think he can do it now.
No, that's gonna be the old points that Andy will get. Dog will take the third round.
Again, look at how much he was down to like 30% and built his Tetris rate all the way up to 55%, 1.02 million points. And he's going to go down. His brother's still playing here, practicing at post-kill screen play.
Preparing for that battle against Huff, apparently.
Yes, smart thing to do. Oh, couldn't get that all the way over. Is that going to be... that's...
Save some hyper tapping energy for the next round.
Yeah. And again, crazy stuff. 55% Tetris. We said 60% is the max out pace. But the fact that Andy was able to max out at 55%, going all the way down to like 30-some% pretty late, in mid-game, going down to 30%, getting all the way over here is so crazy. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, the great match. Andy is fighting for his tournament life, and Dog is 1 point away from taking the set.
Yeah, but again, it's crazy. We're sitting here, obviously, shouting out all these platitudes to Andy's game. That was a losing game, and now Dog is up 2-1. So the younger brother right now, poised to try and make it 2 years in a row that he is going to take it over Andy in the CTWC to try to go up against Huffaluffagus in the grand finals. Can he book himself back-to-back grand finals and cement himself as one of the greatest back-to-back performances in CTWC history.
Right. We have, but a select few repeat world champions, and Dog could be the next. Is Andy playing with rolling there? He's just tickling that controller,
You saw the hints of it. You're like, I mean, again, as I mentioned, Andy was a player who's, look at this, he's like practicing. He switched from rolling, he switched from Daz to hyper tapping. He's accustomed to switch. This might be something that he's considering again.
Yeah, what if he whips it out in this round? We'll see. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Tetris. All right, here we go. And yeah, actually, that's a great point in the chat. Whoever wins this, there's going to be a back-to-back in grand finals. So regardless of whoever wins this, it's still going to be one of the greatest consecutive back-to-backs, 2-year performance.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
so whoever goes to grand finals is going to get a second trophy to interlock with one they've already got.
Get a couple of T pieces in there, yeah.
And he built up high. Boom, Tetris for Andy, playing aggressive, and nicely burning off that top there. Dog building for that tuck there. Really nice. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Good back-to-back eyepieces helped him out there. And now, look at that. Look how nice and flat he got that play field just like that. Great pieces and great play as well. But choosing to do some burns here. How's he going to handle that column 4? Not quite. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Both clean.
Yeah, but he needs another eyepiece. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
And yeah, Dog taking a couple of burns, creating a couple of holes. Nothing major yet, but Andy in great shape now. Oh, Dog putting weight on that hole. Let's see what he does with this. Probably just going to play off of row 2 there.
Row 2, yeah. There we go. Oh, look at that. 3 line bars in quick succession to help him get into that, to get that dirty Tetris. Now he needs another line bar to get in there, or he's just going to, regardless, he's going to need the line bar, but he can also set up dirty Tetris. Yeah. I couldn't do it. Pieces said no. And now he has a double line bar requirement. Yeah, don't chase that. Don't chase that.
Oh, he's gonna go for the dirty.
And he gets it. There we go. And he's still in that dirty situation, and he knows the kind of player his brother is, so he's going for it. Oh, that was so nice. Oh man, what a smart play there.
Taking them where they come now. Demonstrating versatility.
You see, he doesn't want to cover up that column 3. So that's why he put that piece in what almost kind of like, if you weren't aware of, if your cleaning skills aren't strong, you aren't aware of why he shifted that piece over there. But, for a player like Dog, he knew he didn't want to cover that up. And look at that
column 3 Tetris. So,
that beautiful transition.
Right back over to the right. That's what you want to do. Okay, Andy now having to do some burns here. Kind of has a spire up the middle, too.
Oof, this is kind of a tough situation now for Andy. Needs to get through here. And despite all that, Dog is sitting...
Overshifted just slightly, but managed to get it to where it needed to go.
Yeah, Dog, again, with a higher Tetris rate, despite all that cleaning up that he had to do. And,
You're still neck and neck.
Yeah, sort of. I think, obviously here, Andy, a little bit behind. We've got the 69% versus the 61% now. Okay, Andy now getting some good RNG there to get a nice clean playfield. Again, beautiful micro adjustment. Dog, meanwhile, has himself set up a Tetris, and so does Andy. So there we go. 97 to 103 lines. Playing right on each other's heels.
Yeah, no, this is a really close game. The rate is catching up as Andy's making those Tetrises, so it's kind of even out here.
It was about a 10% lead, but now coming all the way back here. Simul Tetrises, 72 to 68. Oh man, but here we go. A little bit of cleaning from Andy again.
Yeah. And Dog trying to get back into scoring position, and does there. Boom, Tetris for Dog. Neck and neck scores.
Ooh.
Andy going for a dirty. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Nicely done by Andy. And now, yeah, we're going to drop that there, and he's back to a neutral playfield.
Okay, Andy about 8 lines away from transition now. Dog not too far behind. Both already over 500,000 points.
Yeah,
boom, Simul Tetris.
Very close to transition. Not a great overhang that Andy has built for himself.
Waiting for a tuck, gets the tuck.
Oh, this is going to transition him. Oh, no, actually that last, there we go, does transition with the Tetris. Nicely done.
560 going into transition for Andy. 599 for Dog.
Oh, and now running into a drought right at the start of this transition.
But yeah, Andy had a good setup there to burn off the top. Gets a long bar. Boom, Tetris for Andy.
And he's up to a 63%. So again, max out pace now. Here we go. A massive drought, but no problem for Dog. 71%.
Yeah, this is going to be monster scores by both players.
Yo, what if they both get to the kill screen and then all of a sudden we see Andy bust out the rolling out of nowhere?
He's running with a good game here so far. No rolling required.
Andy with such a beautiful, clean play field. Trying to play a little safe there. Finally gets that long bar, and boom, Simul Tetrises. However, you can see that Andy is playing a little bit ahead right now. He's at 169 lines compared to 164.
Their lines are 168, 169, so right in line with each other.
Couple of birds there, and again, this drought. Oh, can he? Oh no, he can't get the Tetris just yet. Has to do some more burning. Has to keep burning. Again, every single time the line piece.
Dog manages to use one to get the Tetris.
Yeah, the line pieces have been coming at the wrong timing for Andy. He's down to 60%, 59%, I should say.
Finally got it back up to 60. And playfield's both in good shape. Here we go. Dog is unleashed. And Andy's not letting up either. Boom, Tetris for Andy.
Looking really, really strong.
Away from maxing out here, so strong games, both of them.
However, Dog, he's sitting here looking pretty right now with this. Well, okay. Oh, what a beautiful bird.
Nice.
Oh, man.
And, having to do a couple of burns.
Yeah, but
Still
that's
ahead.
fine. He's got not a sizable lead, but a decent lead. He's got the lead.
Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, a couple of Tetrises. Difference now. Andy in good shape. Looking for a long bar. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Andy.
Yeah.
Dog hits max out at level 27. Boom, Tetris for Andy, also maxing out.
And now he's got to do a little bit of cleaning here.
Okay,
he's going to set up a dirty Tetris. He knows what he has to do. What an adjustment at the last second. Where's the long bar?
Andy wanted that long bar. Boom! Tetris for Andy.
And he's going to stick with it.
Oh, he's setting up for 2? Yeah, he's setting up for 2. Crazy. Oh my goodness. Boom! Tetris for Andy. Kill screen. Oh, and isn't able to use that long bar. And that's going to do it. Dog takes the win and will be the brother to advance to the final two. But what a showing by Andy. Now Dog in a position to possibly be a two-time champion.
Yeah, I mean, how many times? I mean, look, what's the situation we had, right? Jonas sitting here winning 7 times with 1 interruption by Harry. Joseph coming and winning 2 years in a row. And now with the potential of Dog to win 2 years in a row, meaning technically that Harry would be the only winner who hasn't gone back to back. But Huffaluffagus is standing in the way with that rolling technique. And how more appropriate could it be to have a grand finals with last year's champion going up against the new technique, the new hot thing in town, the rolling technique from Huffaluffagus.
Rolling is now the legendary weapon discovered to go up against the final boss in Dog. Will will rolling be the Dog Slayer? As odd as it is to say, or will Dog be the rolling slayer?
Oh man. But it is, we have our grand final set up. Huffaluffagus going up against Dog in grand finals. Last year's champion versus, I mean, we have to call Huff the strongest roller right now because he's here.
Right.
And nobody else is. So for sure, the strongest roller setting up grand finals again, back to back again for Dog in some of the most competitive years ever. You know, I know
Dog is already guaranteed a trophy to interlock with his existing one. So
yeah. I had said when Joseph won back-to-back that I thought it was probably the most impressive run ever because the level of competition increased so much even in his second year. But to go back-to-back grand finals for Dog this year with the competition at the strongest it's ever been is crazy.
Of course, you know, the brothers being a part of that, you know, dropping the bar, raising the bar, whichever you want to call it.
Dropping the bar. We don't raise bars here in the Tetris community. We drop bars.
Andy.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Making it back. Another year in your second year. By some definitions, maybe you could be considered a world champion. In the 2 years you've been in the tournament, you have defeated players from all continents and countries around the world. You have been undefeated except in your own house. How does it feel this year versus last year?
I mean, this year, you know, this me versus Dog, that's always a good match. I actually maxed every game, but Dog, he's just too good.
So from the very beginning, which one of you got into NES Tetris first, or did you guys both get into it at the exact same time?
Dog actually got into NES Tetris like 2 months before me, and then I saw him playing it and I thought it looked cool, so I was like, I guess I'll play as well.
Gotta tell him to quit for 2 months, and then you'll be on equal footing.
Yeah, I've said that sometimes because he also picked up hyper tapping like 5 months before me, so I was just playing DAS, so he has like 5 months more of experience.
So now the big question, James Chen noticed, or the commentaries noticed, you're messing around a little bit with the rolling grip. Is that what was that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm practicing rolling for sure. Rolling is the next big thing. As of right now, it's still evolving, but definitely for next year, rolling will be on the top.
So now with the situation of, you know, there was a moment, I had several crazy survival moments in your match. What was going through your mind in that moment where you had 2 individual moments where you kind of needed a long bar to stay alive? You had to do everything you can to give yourself as much time as possible for that long bar. What was going through your mind?
I was actually very chill throughout this whole game because I was fine. Whoever won, whoever played better, still one of us are going to make it to the finals, which I'd always be happy for. So yeah, whenever I got into those situations, I was just like, I'm going to play well. I'm not going to early top out. I want to put on a show. So.
Well, how does the rest of the scene feel from this year to last year? Obviously, you've had to go out to dog both times, but you made it all the way further. You know, you made it all the way here with a much stronger field, perhaps this year than last year. What was your whole journey like getting to this point this year? How did it feel?
I definitely felt people were getting better. Definitely the big thing that happened this year was just the rollers. Like Cheese, Hydrant. I was definitely expecting some of them to get in, and Fractal. So I was pretty surprised whenever Tetris Time won, for sure. And Miles also. He got good like 1 week after CTWC, so the scene has just evolved so much from last year. So I'm happy that I still made it to the top 4.
So now for Dog in the finals, how will you be watching? Will you be in the same room as him, as James Chen speculated? Will you be watching on your own computer from your own room? What do you think the situation will be?
Well, I mean, I don't want to distract him, so I'll probably be watching from my room, but if he wins, I'll definitely be there.
One last question. The match you did win today, Nenu. Nenu perhaps could be considered like a bit of a rival for you at this point. You played him last year and beat him in the top 4. And then in CTM earlier this year, you had to beat him in a very tense match for your first Classic Tetris monthly victory. How is Nenu as an opponent facing Nenu?
Me and Nenu are definitely rivals at this point. He's just like a really consistent player. He got that 1.18 against me, and I just clutched out a 1.24 to barely take it. CTM, I had a victory against him. I mean, they haven't all been victories. I think I lost once to him in CTL. But yeah, I took out Nenu twice, but then Doug took me out twice, so...
You've been on the giving and the receiving end.
Yeah, I'm also excited to see, because did Nenu say that he was going to take up rolling? I'm not sure.
I don't know, actually. Guess
Because
we'll
if
have
he
to wait
is,
and
then
see.
he's definitely still going to be my rival. Including Dog.
Yeah, I mean, he said he feels like he's left in the dust. It doesn't seem that way if he can still make it this far each year. And definitely,
Yeah, for sure.
if he jumps on rolling like a lot of people are now, the sky's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess last thing, is there anybody you'd like to shout out or thank that's, watching or that
Yeah, of course. I'd like to shout out my parents for always supporting me. Dog playing Tetris. My brother for just always playing, always like we're just pushing each other's limits. And definitely the online community as well. I mean, I can't list all the names, but a lot of people in the online community help a lot.
Andy, it may have been a surprise for a lot of people when you made the finals last year, but it was no surprise this year. Your amazing run, you've definitely shown that you're one of the best players in the world and at the very top of the scene. So great to have you again this year and to get to see your amazing games and your amazing performance. Thanks so much.
Thank you.